In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Christ is among us. Everybody knows that restaurants sell food by releasing food smell, which attracts customers. Restaurants sell food, by appealing to our instinct of preservation and our desire for food. Media is looking for ratings because TV stations and any kind of media lives from advertising, and if they have ratings, if a lot of people watch their programs, companies pay for advertisements with the popular TV stations for the popular programs. And this is why many of the TV stations and much of the social media uses or appeals to our very basic instincts for becoming popular. They appeal to our fear, to our anxiety, to our anger, to sell their programs to us, to make us watch their programs. This is what they do, because they want to make money. They want to stay in business. But the result is that those who watch these programs with angry people, with bad news, with a lot of negativity, because they are also appealing to this desire, to this very basic instinct within us to see that somebody is having it worse than me. The result is that those who watch these programs become angry, fearful, bitter, negative, dark themselves. It is good to know this because we are surrounded by this negativity and by this anger, and so many people say that they are so tired of the angry politicians. So many people in our country say that we are tired of these angry political debates, but more and more people in the country become angry themselves because we watch the angry politicians arguing. To be honest, I cannot watch them anymore. This is the reality. I remember, also one summer going back to Romania and watching a little bit of TV in Romania. After 10 minutes, I shut the TV off because I couldn't take it anymore. There was such a negative spirit, so much darkness coming from that screen that I couldn't take it anymore. From what I hear, more and more people are giving up their cable subscription because they don't want to watch this negativity anymore. We have to be selective. We have to be very selective because by the grace of God, we live in a free country. But with freedom comes a lot of responsibility. There are still some good TV programs. There are still some good educational, uplifting movies, but few and very far in between. The technology was given to us by God to use it in a good way like anything else. Technology is not bad in itself. We use the technology to live stream this service. Like anything else in life, like any invention, it could be used for progress, for a good growth in a positive way, or it could be used for destruction. We have to be very selective what we watch because, as the Lord said, the eye is the lamp of the body. And if so many people nowadays suffer with anxiety and depression, I'm firmly convinced that one of the reasons is what they watch, what they take in. Because what we watch affects what we feel affects what we think, and then what we think and what we feel affects our physical health. We are called to be full of light even in our bodies. This is why the Lord says in today's gospel, if the light within you is darkness, how much darker the darkness is. We have to be very, very careful what we take within us, what we take in our spirit. So, I know, the question is, what could we do? The first piece of advice I would have for us, and I include myself in this, let us try to be very, very selective in what we watch. I know that some of you have jobs that need you to stay informed because you have to make important business decisions, or you name it. You need information. We need information. I need to stay informed for making decisions for the church. But what we could do, I need to know about the weather. I have an app that tells me the weather, and I try to check the weather once a day for 30 seconds. That's enough. I don't need a weather channel to tell me 24/7 what's happening in the world, in the weather of the whole world. I don't need that. There is nothing I can do about that. It makes me only anxious and depressed if I see all the tragedies that happen because of the weather all over the world. I need to know what happens in Fort Wayne so that I could schedule my day and the life of the church. That's all. Because God called me to work together with Him to make a difference in the life of the people of Fort Wayne. And if God calls me to make a difference in the lives of some other people, I'm going to be called by somebody, we had a disaster in this part of the world, can you help us? Then we'll see what we can do about that. And I put my trust in God that I'm going to receive that call if it is needed. If you need to make decisions for your companies, subscribe to specific websites, specific apps that give you the information that you need for making the decisions that you need to make, and stay away from the rest. And also, charge yourself with a lot of good, positive energy. There is good to watch a good movie once in a while. I remember as a child watching with my parents Jesus of Nazareth, produced by Franco Zeffirelli in the late 70s. It really helped me to visualize what I was reading and what I was reading in the Bible and hearing in church. It helped me visualize. I watched some very good uplifting movies. Nothing wrong about that. Technology was given to us by God, but we have to be selective. And also, as I told the children, instead of watching another angry bulletin of news on TV, go and watch a sunset. Go and watch the fireflies and sing, "Oh Jesus Christ, the joyous light of the holy glory." The evening hymn that we are called to sing at Vespers, at sunset. Go and watch a sunset. Go and watch a sunrise. Go and look, as the Lord says in today's gospel, look at the lilies of the field and the birds of the air, and energize yourself with the grace of God. Go and pray and listen to good, uplifting music, listen to church music, and become one with God, who is good and positive. We have to be selective. We have freedom, but with freedom comes a lot of responsibility. The grace of God is coming upon us. It is up to us to choose where we direct our anthema, to what is good and positive, and not to negativity. Glory to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit.